All right, some core exercises. All right, so here's what we'll do in the video. First, some progression ideas, some demonstrations of what the core exercises are, how it can build up and all that. Number 2, programming ideas, how you want to progress, how to train smart. Number 3, a bunch of demonstrations. So here we go. Okay, please do the simple first and build your way up. This is to build ourselves up and become stronger, not to tear ourselves down. Please don't tear a muscle, tear a ligament or tendon in your stomach, or make yourself fatigued one day so that when you do something the next day, like maybe play football hard, get hurt then. Please have smart programming, and that means build up slowly. And that means consider everything you do a few days before and a few days after. Again, don't play football hard one day and then do this the next, please. So number 1, I'll just do here, do these. Build up, go slow, then do that until you can do it more explosively. A little more, a little more. Getting your hips up higher and higher, 300, 500 times or more. Then, please, and only then, push off. So, do a light one. You gotta catch your balance too. So you better be good at balance. Otherwise, fall over, get hurt, what's the point? This is to be better, not to get hurt, please. So, go and land. I don't know what's behind me, still I gotta land. So to practice, jump backwards and practice catching your balance there. Go a little farther. Make sure you can jump backwards and have good balance first before you do this. So then you can start pushing more and more with your arms. So do it in some few phases. Get it down basic. Push hard with your arms, not going very far. Get higher with your hips, not pushing very far. So 1, okay, do some of this. 2, I'm pushing with my arms more, not going far. 3, get my hips up higher, not push very far. 4, do both, higher hip, stronger push. Okay, then if you can balance on here and you're okay moving over this, again, our purpose is not to get a concussion, break our neck, anything like that, break a shoulder. You want to do this safely. Start maybe something lower. Get used to being on a low bar and being able to tripod over it. Again, 500 times. Your brain and nervous system have to have it down pat before you do this. Otherwise, you're putting yourself too much at risk. So please train smart. And then you can get up on here and balance. Then just come down on the same side. Pop up, balance, come down. Both sides, both legs. Do some of this. And then we can start tripoding up and over. And notice it takes mobility here. You gotta be able to get the hip up, to get the knee through, and maintain balance, and come down, and not fall over. So please work on it little by little from the base, lower. Then you can start coming over more, then eventually balance on the log. So coming this way, there's a little knot right here. So I'm worried that I'll hit it with my knee when I'm coming over. So I'm reticent about just popping over on this side. This way, it's better. Be mindful, know your limitations, know your context. So we can do it faster like that. Just go over instead of pausing. Then vault over. Excuse me for being a little weak right now. This is my second workout of the day. I did this stuff earlier in the morning for an hour, 45 minutes, half an hour to an hour. Now I'm doing it again. So, sorry. But Very good core work. You'll really feel it. Please try it. So MovNat has you stuff doing this both biologically functional and practical in life. You can't get this in a lot of other fitness systems, but still do them. Very good stuff. You know, you have to focus on certain things. MovNat's got the base. We still want to specialize and do some fun stuff. MovNat's got the base and good technique, the foundation and the structure. Then this will come up in gymnastics, and you're not doing it in the same way though. It's not built into the structure from rolling on the ground to advanced climbing and throwing and athletics as it is in MovNat. Again, gymnastics is good, do it, don't neglect it, but have that as a specialty you do if you want, and get MovNat for the broader context to see how things are connected. So this will help you get over something, get onto something, climb. People can jump up, grab a bar, power up onto it, pop vault, get on top of the branch, get on top of another one, and so on. Not me yet, but working on it. But do this for good core work, please. Be smart, be safe. Go smart or go home, and program well, please. Thank you. Okay, a little bit more about programming. Program in context, please. You got to look at where you are and start from there. If someone's starting out, it's different than if they're going hardcore, doing a lot of exercise already. That's one part of context. Another is train some of this stuff in context of what you're doing so you don't overtrain or strain. Pull a tendon wherever. I don't know if you can actually do it in the stomach, I figure, but anywhere else. Foot, leg, arm, shoulder, whatever. But for good programming, please do maybe 5 sets of 3 or 3 sets of 5. Do 3, rest, 3 times rest, 3 times rest, you know. A set, a rep is 1 time. A set is how many reps you do. So maybe do something like that. If you're starting out, do 3 light things 3 times. Do 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest. Or if you're more advanced, you know, and you start up higher, you know, do 10. 10 harder, more intensity things, rest, 10 more intense, rest, 10 more intense, rest. And then again, your period between workouts is going to vary with you. Could be, if you're starting out, maybe you do something, wait a few days, go again. Or if you're more advanced, you can do 10 every day. We need to program smart for where we are and not try to be like someone else. We got to be who we are. Just like they followed human nature to get where they are, we should too. We want to try to do this safe and without injury. The point is not to get injured. Then you can build it up. Maybe you do 3 sets of 3 for 2 or 3 weeks, every 3 days, and then go to 3 sets of 4 for a few weeks, and then 5, and then 3 sets of 7. Build up to maybe 3 sets of 10, increasing mosquitoes, increasing every few weeks. Go 2 weeks, add 1, go 2 weeks, add 1, go 2 weeks, add 1. And then maybe go more intense once you get up to 10, then go back down to maybe 5, more intense than you were doing before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Then wait a few days. Then do it again. And then after 2 weeks, maybe do 7 that intense. And then wait a few weeks and do 9 that intense. And then if you increase the intensity, go back down on how many you're doing. That's just an example. Then you'll build up through the weeks and months, so you're actually integrating this into what you're already doing. So likewise, if you're playing football off season, you can do more. If you had a hard gym day the day before, then you probably don't want to do much the day after your hard gym day. Not a good idea. Or if you're going to have a game the next day, You don't want to like hit the bench press hard, or at least you shouldn't. Maybe you want to, but you're not going to perform well at the game if you hit the bench press hard and do a bunch of this pop vault stuff, core work. You're not going to be at your best for the game. Not recommended. So fit it in like that. Look at what you're going to do, what you've been doing, and if you haven't been doing as much, you can scale up a little bit. If you've been doing like some harder runs than usual, maybe scale down a little bit. Progress like that. And you know, if you're starting out at a higher level, you can do those like push vaults, vault and push back. Do some of that intense, like 3 to 5 sets of 10. Put it into your workout with some other stuff, and build up from there. You can, you know, maybe start at 10, do that for a few weeks, go to 11 or 12, do that for a few weeks, and so on. So there's some programming ideas. That's what I meant by that. We want to program smart, and we want to do it in context. And in context means for where you are, for your particular level of athleticism at that point in life, and based on what else you're doing. You know, like besides the game, clearly, if you've been in a car accident, you don't go back doing the exact same things. You got to build up again. There's another example. So it's in context for our athleticism and in context of what's going on in our lives. Hope that helps. Peace.